The following presentation is for mature audiences only. Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy.
Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy. It's patriotic. It's no big deal. It's the end of the world. I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome into another edition of The Wild Side with Eric Clark. I'm your host, Eric Clark, saying thanks for hanging out today. Make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit the notification for the live, smash the like for the algorithm. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. If you have a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, the best place to get me your suggestion, the Discord server. Everything is linked down below. Today's Discord suggestion is coming from Magnus. He said, hey man, you got to check out this fun video from NanowarOfSteel featuring JOAKIM BRODEN of Sabaton. It is Pasadena 1994. I think I know what this is about, but let me know down below with everything I need to know about NanowarOfSteel with JOAKIM. I say JOAKIM. And I'm an American, so I'm allowed to say it any way I want. I just call him the Swedish Chuck Liddell. So it's Pasadena, 1994. Let's check it out on the Wild Side. Love those guys at Napalm. Always put out good stuff. This is World Cup, right? So, okay. Okay. Pasadena
1994, last fight of the heroes sent to war. Pasadena 1994, for the glory.
All right.
11 soldiers marching under the sun on fields of green. Is their last battle, death or victory? Against the odds and all the bets, bookmakers say there is no chance. Carioca's win of numbers total one. And Captain Baresi lives bravely the last line of defense. Immortal, while Roberto Baggio is ready to fire on Taffarel. Pasadena 1994, last fight of the heroes sent to war. Pasadena 1994, for the glory. Pasadena 1994, first half is over and the score. Pasadena 1994, for the FIFA World Cup. 36 degrees of fire, 70% of humidity. Castel Sant'Angelo sets a jumbo screen. Their nation stands behind them, catenaccio dignified to defend their honor of the VGC. Romario Benedetto, unneutralized by the Italian offside track. Maldini, while General Sacchi displaces his troops for the fire stand. Pasadena 1994, last fight of the heroes sent to war. Pasadena 1994, for the glory. Pasadena 1994, second half is over, still a draw. Pasadena 1994, for the FIFA World Cup.
Tirerà per primo Baresi contro Taffarel.
Baresi shot towards Japan like a North Korean war.
Baresi. Errore di Baresi che calcia altissimo.
Albertini lets up the crowd as Napalm Vietnam.
Albertini. Italia 1, Brasile 0 dopo il secondo
The
rigore.
Valley quickly finds the marginal line on Taffarel.
Sinistro Dievani contro Taffarel. 2-1 per l'Italia dopo il terzo rigore.
Out of Gappa's man.
batterà. Roberto Baggio batterà il nostro ultimo tiro alto. Il campionato del mondo è finito, lo vince il Brasile ai calci di rigore e naturalmente è una conclusione che ci lascia con grande amarezza. Gli azzurri non meritavano di perdere così ai calci di rigore una partita nella quale hanno esibito uno straordinario coraggio. Pasadena 1994, let's fight for the heroes sent to war. Pasadena 1994, for glory. Pasadena 1994, the battle is lost and the hope is gone. Pasadena 1994, for the glory. Pasadena 1994, their memory lives forevermore. Pasadena 1994, for the glory. For the second day, the divine mighty ten waves on.
Yeah, NanowarOfSteel with JOAKIM BRODEN of Sabaton. Considering how each of Brazil, so it's about obviously the 94 FIFA World Cup final in Pasadena between Brazil and Italy. I am not a FIFA scholar, so I don't have all the names and stats right off the top of my head. But knowing how each of the countries, Brazil and Italy, look at the World Cup and at football, that totally makes sense. That totally, to see it that way, to imagine and create a parallel between a World Cup football match and combat, as sardonic as you may feel towards that idea, that makes sense. If you know anything, as Americans, we don't see the World Cup that way, because we send our best soccer players, not our best athletes. Whereas the world sends their best athletes, and it's ingrained in the culture around the world. So yeah, I can totally see how that could be the parallel draw. I like how they used everybody. They basically gave you a box score recap in a metal tune. And they used JOAKIM to provide this Sabaton-esque legitimacy to it being about war. Because Sabaton has that cornered, don't they? Like, nobody's going to do historical war metal. Like, ever. Like, why would you? We already have Sabaton. We don't need anybody else. And they do it better than anybody else. So to bring him in, the Swedish Chuck Liddell is what I call him. Fun track. I think that it's... Again, bringing in towards the end, I saw the actual players were there. Super cool reverence. Again, as much parody and satire as you may hear or feel watching this track, knowing how people feel about the World Cup, knowing how people feel about their national teams, there is a passion and a seriousness to the reverence here. So it's a great balance of parody and reverence. So yeah, it's fun. It's a fun track. It's off the beaten track, if you will. But you know what? It's a good tune. Telling a great story. So yeah, man, I'm all for it. A couple of things though I do want to say. There's this part. There's two things that always stand out for me when I watch footy. Because I'm a supporter of Manchester United. I've been watching English football since the early 90s. One of the things I thought was hilarious was him shooting that dude and then going, I didn't touch him. Because so many times it's like, bro, you just kicked this guy in the face. And then they turn around like, oh, what do you mean? Oh, what do you mean I got a foul? So I always thought, I like the little details, man, is what made it funny for me. And the best little detail ever was the dude that got shot lying on the ground and they came up with the magic spray. I don't know if anyone knows what that is. I'm sure it's just some typical stuff, but it's this magic spray that no other sport uses. I've never seen it used in baseball, hockey, football here. Never seen it, but always in soccer, you'll see the guy run out and just pull out this can and start spraying this dude down. It's like, really? I know it's like a freeze spray. I get that, but it's like, it's the only time I see it used. So those little details in there. And even though I'm laughing about the details, I do want to say this, that adding these little subtleties, these little details, the dude that can't see, so you had to turn him around, these little details legitimize the reverence that they have for the subject matter, regardless of how it sounds or appears or how it's scripted. There is a reverence there, and it comes through in the little details, right? And I like that. That was good. Thank you, Magnus, for that suggestion. NanoWar of Steel, Pasadena, 99. Yeah. All right. So thank you, Magnus, for that. If you have a suggestion for a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, be like Magnus, head over to Discord, left-hand side, YouTube reaction requests. Read the pin message, drop your link, very, very brief description of your suggestion. I'll get to it when I can. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel. Hit the notification button. Hit the like button. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Nashville. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this is The Wild Side.